Tell me a story of a time that you were at work and you were able to make one of your biggest transformations or accomplishments, or just tell me a story that really stands out to you as a highlight moment for you that you've done over your career.
Other than the database, I think one of our next largest challenges that I ever had to tackle, there were a lot. The pandemic was definitely one of them.
Mm,
I was working with a national franchise at the time, and they were all basically independent small business owners.
mm,
And as we know, the pandemic was closing those down real fast, right?
mm-hmm. I remember.
Our corporate though was able to get us designated as critical to the infrastructure because
Okay.
it was a packing and shipping franchise. So our store owners we're facing this shutdown,
Yep.
but our store owners and their employees were still expected to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had this vast network of people who were freaking out
Oh yeah. Some
and not,
probably.
you know,
Some
how
didn't want to work.
some didn't want to
They're
work
freaking
and
out.
people were afraid to go to work
Yep.
because, and all of it.
Mm.
And so one of the things that I did was institute a weekly Zoom chat, and we just did a once a week check-in.
Mm.
How you holding up
Yep.
mentally, physically, emotionally, all of these.
Yeah, that's important.
And we just did an online Zoom chat and brought everybody together on a weekly basis. And at first, when the stores were empty and there were no customers in them, but the people had to be there working, the conversation was, what am I doing in my store when it's empty? And people were like, oh, my staff's cleaning and this store's never been cleaner. And, we were having conversations like that. And then we were talking about logistical things of where they got the hand sanitizer or even recipes for making your own hand sanitizer. I mean, we had all kinds of crazy conversations. It was just open script. And that got everybody through the pandemic with a little more sanity,
Mm.
if you will, and it helped connect our group in a way that we hadn't been connected before.
Mm-hmm.
And when the pandemic ended, the number one question I got was, these calls aren't ending, right?
That's awesome.
And so we kept that weekly call going, and it went until my very last week of work.